G'day, welcome back to another Hearthstone Rise of Shadows card review. So Blizzard has released 8 new cards, which I'll be reviewing now. So let's jump right in with the commons. We've got Hench-Clan Hogsteed. It's a common neutral minion, 2 mana, 2/1, rush, death rattle, summon a 1/1 Murloc. So it has both Beast and Murloc synergies. This could potentially be the token cute card in the set. Gameplay wise, it's basically a 2 mana 1/1 with the Battlecry deal 2. So I'd say it's about the same level as Spring Rocket, which was a 3 mana 2/1 that dealt 2 damage. So if you consider this as technically like a 2 mana 1/1 deal 2, it's about on the same level as that. The Spring Rocket never saw play, so my feeling is this is just pack filler. Like Spring Rocket, it should be quite good in Arena. Next we have Jepetto Joybuzz. Neutral legendary minion, 8 mana 6/6 with the Battlecry. Draw 2 minions from your deck, set their attack, health, and cost to 1. So this card is basically the embodiment of their Miniature Warfare Tavern Brawl. Cards that were strong in that Tavern Brawl are going to synergize very well with this card. I'm looking at cards like Malygos, Alexstrasza, Archmage Antonidas, Prophet Valen, Mecha'thun, and even the new card Kalecgos. It's very slow the turn you play it, so you'll need to at least survive to turn 9 to reap the benefits of playing this card. So in an aggro meta, I don't see this being very good. If I unpack this card on launch day, the first thing I'm going to do is make an OTK priest deck with Mind Blast and Holy Smite, Prophet Valen, and Malygos. But is that deck really consistent enough to see play? I'm not sure. It sounds fun, but not too competitive. When you consider you might draw Valen or Malygos before you draw this, and then your whole deck is now useless. So yeah, it's not really that consistent. Has very strong potential, but my feeling is it's too inconsistent right now to be good in Constructed. So unless they print more stuff, maybe tutor for this card or something like that, I'd see it not being very consistent. Not very good in Arena since it has low stats for the mana cost, and most of the time you'll draw minions that don't even have an effect or that have big stats and you want it to play and not be 1/1, so not great in Arena. Next we have Bronze Herald, common Paladin minion, 3 mana 3/2, death rattle, add 2 4/4 dragons to your hand. So Blizzard's still trying to make Dragon Paladin a thing in 2019. When you consider Blink Fox was a 3 mana 3/3, add a random card to your hand, this looks pretty good since you're adding 2 cards to your hand with this. It's worse in a way though, because you have 1 less health than Blink Fox, and this needs to die before you get the cards. It's not a Battlecry. So this is a lot slower than Blink Fox. Has synergies with Cathedral Gargoyle, which is a 2 mana 2/2, if you're holding a dragon, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. So that's like, if you're holding a dragon, that's a better shielded mini-bot. So that makes playing dragons very tempting in Paladin. Is this going to push Dragon Paladin over the edge? I don't think so. I think the archetype still needs more support for it to be a thing. Wink wink, we'll get to that shortly. It should be great in Arena since it's a much slower format and you can generally count on getting the 2 4/4s without being out-tempoed. You can potentially 3 for 1 with this card, so should be really solid in Arena. Next we have Dragon Speaker, epic Paladin minion, 5 mana 3/5. Battlecry, give all dragons in your hand +3/+3. So is this the card that makes Dragon Paladin a thing? Well, it needs to hit at least 2 or 3 dragons, I'd say, to be worthwhile. Bronze Herald makes hitting dragons in your hand a lot more consistent. Technically be a 5 mana 9/11 if it hits 2 of the tokens that you generate off Bronze Herald. If you buff those 2 tokens, they become 4 mana 7/7s as well, proving that Blizzard designs cards with memes in mind. My feeling is Dragon Paladin still needs more cards to be good, I think. I don't think it's quite unfair enough just yet. So if they print more Dragon Paladin cards, possibly, but I'm not seeing it just yet. Not great in Arena since it's quite understated and you can't really reliably draft other dragons. So yeah, I don't see it being good in Arena. Next we have Mass Resurrection, rare priest spell, 9 mana, summon 3 friendly minions that died this game. I imagine this will be used in some type of Xerix Cloning Gallery, Malygos, Prophet Valen OTK deck. However, cards like Radiant Elemental and Eternal Servitude are rotating out, which gave you a lot of consistency in that deck. So the consistency of this deck is quite dubious at this point, without seeing any more Resurrection Priest tools being printed. The dream is to have 2 Valens and 1 Malygos die. So then you play this, you summon the 2 Valens and the Malygos back, and then you Holy Smite the opponent in the face for 28. Since Malygos makes it deal 7, and then double that for 14 and double that for 28. It seems quite hard and slow to pull off, as you need exactly those 3 minions to have already died. Don't see it seeing play unless they print more support for the OTK res archetype. I see lots of people on Reddit complaining about how strong this card is. I'm not really seeing it. I think that just shows how shield bearer ranked they all are. You'll need to resurrect at least 3 3/3s or 3 4/4s for this to pass the vanilla test, which doesn't seem that hard to achieve, so in Arena this should be fine. Not great, but fine. Next we have Sludge Slurper, rare Shaman minion, 1 mana 2/1. Battlecry, add a lackey to your hand, overload 1, and it's also a Murloc. Is this an actual decent 1-drop for Shaman? What the hell? Reminds me of Firefly in that it's a really great play on turn 1 and also generates a card. The Lackey should be a really good turn 2 play. Since you'll only be overloaded for 1, you'll still have 1 available mana crystal. It has 4 different synergies. So it has Battlecry, it has Lackey synergy, it has Overload synergy, and it has Murloc synergy. So they fit quite a lot into this 1 mana minion. Synergizes quite well with Lickham, which I imagine would both fit into a Zoo or aggressive Shaman list. However, I think that archetype needs more support before it would be really good enough to see play. It would be great in Arena for the same reason that Firefly is, and the Lackey should always get you a lot more tempo than the Elemental token would. So yeah, great in Arena. Next we have Crystal Stag, epic druid minion, 5 mana 4/4 beast. Rush, Battlecry, if you restored 5 health this game, summon a copy of this. So 5 mana 8/8 rush, seems like great value if you can restore the HP. Question is, what card are you going to play to restore 5 HP? That sounds a bit dubious. You've got cards like Healing Touch in Druid, but I don't think you'd really consider playing Healing Touch just to activate this. More likely is cards like Ziliax, Rotten Applebaum, or Earthen Ring Farseer. I think playing Ziliax, you can probably consistently get 5 health and get this to activate. I don't see Heal Druid being a thing really, with this being the only payoff, and there's not really much other heal cards. Perhaps we'll see one shortly though, wink wink. Should be fine in Arena since a 5 mana 4/4 rush isn't terrible, and if you draft healing cards you're going to be very happy. So yeah, should be fine in Arena. Not great, but fine. And finally we have Crystal Power, common druid spell, 1 mana, choose 1, deal 2 damage to a minion, or restore 2 health. This is super flexible when you consider Priest has to run 2 cards to get these effects. It has to run Holy Smite or Flash Heal to get these 2 effects. It's bundling these 2 effects into 1 card, which is super flexible. It's a nice and cheap choose 1 card for Keeper Steladris, and the potential heal 5. You need to activate the Crystal Stag. A lot worse than Living Roots, since creating 2 1/1 tokens is a lot better than restoring 5 HP. Plus Living Roots could go face with the damage. My feeling is it doesn't quite do enough to see play or make a Keeper, Steladris or Crystal Stag deck good. I think the archetype needs a lot more support before you throw all these cards into a Druid deck and hope something good happens. Should be fine in Arena for the same reason that Holy Smite is rated about 60. And you'll also have the flexibility of the heal, which you'll sometimes want to use. But yeah, should be good in Arena. Okay, and that's all the cards for today. Thanks very much for watching. Blizzard are releasing many more cards as we speak, so I'll be doing a video on them tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Catch you later.